I didn't even realize my mic was on. Anyway, hello. Oh man. All right. I'm trying to see. You know what? Just keep it in. Keep it in. I didn't realize. I didn't realize. I can edit the video that gets uploaded afterward if necessary. But hello, I'm SolarLune. I'm an independent game developer. I'm the creator of Master Plan of Tetra 3D. Yes, hello, indeed. So let's get started. So real quick, I'm gonna talk. I think I want to work on Master Plan today because I haven't been working on that recently. I've been working on other things. But before we get into it, I want to show what I have so far of this. So I added these little bushes and stuff just to, kind of test out like placing objects that you'll have to drive around. But I adjusted the ramps a little bit so that when you approach the ramp, it sets you to the like basically a specific location so that it's more consistent. So like if you are supposed to jump across and get coins, it's always going to happen. It's not going to be like, oh, you're too far left or right or something like that. So that's good. I also added a blue ramp that basically has a different jump trajectory like that, as you can see, which is good because that way you can kind of, I can kind of design levels to do things like that, like this, where you can, jump over obstacles or things like that. Ramp jumping is also a little bit better, more consistent. So you will automatically skip across multiple ramps rather than it being like not consistent like before. It also isn't quite like it's a little faster than I think it used to be, but it's not well, it's a little bit faster than it used to be. To jump across the fast ramps, and then the slow ramps launch you at a different trajectory. So that all works really well. We got rail grinding up, working like previously. So that's good. That's all well and good. So that's what I have so far. It's all working rather well. Yeah. So far, I don't really have any complaints about this setup. Alter Ego says, I like the art style. It reminds me a little bit of PS2 graphics. Yeah, like the PS2 and PS1 era were basically kind of the last era where they used like 2D sprites and 3D worlds. Apart from, maybe mobile games, like early mobile games, I suppose. But like maybe, but basically, this kind of art style is kind of like, yeah, it kind of does give you PS1 and PS2 vibes, which is good. That's pretty good, I think. If I have a 3D renderer that I made myself and I'm doing the art myself and it feels like a PlayStation 2 game, that's pretty good, I think, for all of those constraints. Yeah, so this is shaping up. It's working pretty well. So that's good. That's good. Now Master Plan. That's what I think I'm going to be working on today. And the thing about Master Plan, it's been a while since I basically showed it on stream or on video, but oh yeah, we're working on tables. I have to implement tables again, and I don't know quite how to do them because everyone well, different people want like additional functionality for tables, and I'm kind of like the old tables worked fine. I don't really see the need to uh make it more complicated. But at the same time, if I have an opportunity to improve, I'm like, might as well take it, right? So I'm at the stage where I'm trying to figure out like what tables should do or how they should work. But it's okay for now. That's fine. What I've added is the ability to add icons easily. So basically, Master Plan will now ship with a set of icons. These icons, which are just pictures. They're just ordinary images, but clicking on them adds them to your project, which is good because that allows you to, like for example, easily design a map like this, and then say like, okay, well, over here is the boss room, and this is where the player spawns. So you can just like, add icons and place them where you want. Add a key and put it here, add a door and put it here, that kind of stuff. So that's very nice. That's useful, I think, because that will allow you to I never did anything with that. That's kind of annoying. Why didn't I just do that? Yeah, let's fix that. That's what we're gonna do first, I suppose. So as you can see, the arrowhead is like next to impossible to see on the background, on this map. So we'll fix that. We'll fix that by doing something like this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just go to GUI. Is it an arrow in here? Is that where? I think the arrowhead is in here, I believe. Is it not? Is it? Oh, it might be this. Maybe this is it. Anyway, the idea is that we'll basically draw another arrowhead that's slightly larger first, and that will be the outline color, and then we'll draw this arrow on top. Yeah, I think this arrowhead is this. So we'll make our own like implementation of this. Alter Ego says, I see the wider shade of white. Yeah, it's hard to read here, so we'll fix that because it definitely should be a lot easier to read. Yeah, so let's do that now. We'll just copy this. Bernard says, sick sprite sheet. Thank you. Why can't I grab this? Thank you. Here we go. Okay. So this is the arrowhead. It's just blank, and then we're gonna add this here where we do this. Okay. Nice and even. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so we'll work with this. Hold on for a second before I continue. There we go. Okay. All right, we're back. Okay, so this is working. This is good. So what we want to do here what am I looking for? Where'd that go? Arrow. Hold on. It's arrow. Oh, I already moved through it all. Okay. Must be. Let's see. Draw link ending. I think this is it. Yeah, I believe this is it. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to pretty much just do this. We're gonna put this here, put this here. We're going to, because it's I forgot about the music. Hold on. Let me get some music here. It might be a little loud. Okay, it's not too loud. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, so and Lashi says, "What a brilliant stream to wake up to." Good morning. Good morning. Hello. It's 5 p.m. where I am. Black outlines on white usually help with visibility. Yeah, that's the idea here. So what we'll do, just do this actually, and that might be it. And then we just need to set the source, which is here. It should be this one, 240, 224. Oh, I don't have numpad on. And this is 240, 256. And I think that should do it. Let's see. Huh. Maybe it was this one. I thought it was this one. I guess it was 208.0 is I guess this one, huh? 208. Yeah, okay. So we have to flip it. Understood. So we don't have to do math. Yeah. Just do this. And then also okay. That's good. And then we just do this. Uncomment that. Laji says, 10 a.m. down under. Love to see you're sticking with Go still. I've been following you since your time in Blender Game Engine. You inspired me to work on my own stuff. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while. Did I not save this? Yeah, it's been a while since I have been streaming. I'm not sure why this is showing up like this. Hold on. Just give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It's coding's a lot of fun. And I definitely enjoy it and enjoy seeing other people like to code, you know, enjoy coding as well. It's definitely not recording. We're definitely not What is this? What is this emote? It's a Oh, it's a heart. It's a little dude with a heart. Okay. I thought he was like wearing a hat. Hold on, let me see. Can I? Yeah, let me see if I can. Hold on. Yeah, so like from my perspective, I'm like, what is this little like what is this? What is this on top? Like it looks like he's wearing a hat, like a hat. That's it's a heart. Okay, it's a heart. It's a guy in front of the heart. I need the dab emote. The dab emote is like the best emote. There's a cat in a box. Hold on. Okay, the dab emote. I know it's coughing to your shoulder, but coughing to your elbow. Cat in a box, thumbs up, dab emote, and monkey with a hammer. Why? like just why? Like why a monkey with a hammer? Like who designed that at Google? They're just like, yeah, a monkey with a hammer. And that's what we need. Lucretia says, what would you say is your best skill out of music and sound, coding and art? I would say sound is my worst, because I don't make sound very much. I don't do a lot of sound creation for games and stuff, so that's probably my worst. Maybe out of music, coding and art, I kind of feel like art, I can get it to be at a place where I'm satisfied with it, like it looks fine. I wouldn't really call myself like a professional artist, like on the level of, really good people, but I kind of feel like, it's not programmer art. It's kind of like dead in the middle where it's like, yeah, it looks pretty good. It's not like, on the level of, professional games, but it's not on the professional level of professional art in games, but it's not on the level of like, programmer art. It's on the good side, I guess. So I guess I would say maybe coding. Yeah, maybe coding and then music and then art. Something like that. I don't know. I would say maybe coding, just because I feel like in general there's not a lot that I do where I'm coding where I'm like I have no idea what to do or how to implement this, or it's impossible for me. Like certain things you see is like there's no way I'm going to be able to replicate that art or replicate that music. I'm not that good. Whereas coding is like, as long as you understand the concept of what you want, you can basically find a way to program it. As long as you take time. Whereas art, it feels like you have to fundamentally understand how lighting works and how color choices work, and really spend time on it. I don't know. I feel like you can kind of just put time into coding that you can't really put into art and get a better result. I don't know. Did I ever? It's source dest, yeah. So why is it that this 240 256 is not what we are looking for? Is this not 240 256? 242 224 240 192? Oh, that's the issue. Okay. Actually, this should be 224. This should be 192. That should do it. Programming is logic and syntax. Art is contextual and subjective. Yeah, I mean, I would say, on the subject of game development, that kind of is a different beast altogether as well. That's what we're looking for. I don't know why I never thought to do this. This is such an obvious thing to do. I have no idea why I never thought to do this. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so that's good. Lachi says, love your art, you really hit his style. Thank you very much. Hopefully I'll be able to make games that actually use the art I make. Oh yeah, I'm not sure when anyone will ask, but I put on the keycaps I showed yesterday onto my keyboard, and so now I have this keyboard that is basically unreadable, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It looks pretty good. Like it looks nice and clean and simple. Somehow I kind of feel like I like a white shell keyboard more like this when compared to just ordinary keycaps. It's like, you know, with normal like gray keycaps or white keycaps, it's like okay, but with this, it looks like an approximation of a keyboard. It looks like it looks like it's not a real keyboard because it's just like, you can't read it and it's just like, okay, dots. But it works pretty good, and it feels pretty good too. Like it doesn't actually feel too bad. You would think that it's kind of like a specialty keyboard, keycaps, they're not gonna be like that comfortable, but they're not bad. They're not bad. The alt takes some time to get used to. Left alt key. Lachi says it's on me. There we go. Lachi says, I worry white would get dirty and gross from regular use. Yeah, that's a possibility. These are PBT keyboard keycaps, which is different from ABS plastic. So basically the way that, I don't know about the fundamental plastic. It does feel different, but it might be that it's just the way the glyphs and things are printed on the plastic that's different. So basically what I'm getting at is these kinds of keycaps should not not really fade over time, not chip or fade in terms of the glyph. So in this case, the dots on the keyboard, but the paint, the white, coloring could still fade. It could still yellow. It could still get bad. So that is a possibility. That is something that, I'll have to think about. But on the flip side, if this is something that, happens every, 4 years, 6 years, where your keyboard gets yellowed over time from sun damage, or it gets dirty and looks gross to the point where you can't clean it. It's like, to replace the keycaps is like $30, $20. To replace the keyboard, this keyboard is like, it was 100, I think, 90, 97, 100. It's not a hugely pricey keyboard. Like, it might be before this even dies, I'll get another one to maybe cycle between. I don't know. Anyway, so this works. Next thing we want to do is we want to add an option to not have the grid disappear when you zoom out. Someone said that this would be a cool feature, so I implemented it, and then someone else said that basically they don't like it. So we'll make an option so that when you zoom, when you zoom out, the grid will or will not disappear. So the settings section, settings, hide grid on zoom out. And by default, maybe we'll default it to being off. No, that's the way it works currently. So we'll default it to being on, and then you can just turn it off if you don't like it. All right, so we will go to project. We'll put it here. And then we'll go to project. Okay, there we go. So if you're showing the grid and either, so I guess we could just leave it like that. If you're showing the grid, there we go. It's weird to have the glyphs not be there, Oh, Tony D says, "Hey man, hope you're doing good." Hello, thank you very much for stopping in, and yeah, I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, it's weird to not have glyphs on the keyboard, not have letters and things, because if I, it's like subconsciously, if I don't find the key I want by touch, if it's a kind of unusual key like open parentheses, I look down. I don't try to. I just look down at my keyboard, and usually I will both touch and look at the key that is correct. But because I can't see the letter, that psychs me out, and I think, oh, this isn't the right letter. Like, I'll like have my finger on like, the at symbol, which is Shift 2, or at least I'll think like I need the at symbol. I'll look down, have my fingers on Shift and 2, and be looking at the 2, but I might move my hand because I'm like, oh, it's not this one, and then I'm like, it is that one. So it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. But I mean, the at symbol, I know where it is. That's just an example. There's other keys that I can't really easily pick out. The parentheses is among them, I guess. Among Us. So if the grid, if you're zooming in greater than 1, or globals.settings, get settings, hide grid on zoom out, as well. There we go. So if we either are zooming in enough, or you're not hiding the grid on zoom. Okay, so we can go to settings, visual options, hide grid on zoom out. Yeah, there we go. So you can zoom out and it will always be there. You can click it and it will hide. All right, that works. That's fine. It might be that maybe instead of hiding the grid when we zoom out, we just want to, let me see. Nah, yeah, this works. Okay. All right, so we have that option. That's new. What else? What's my to-do list here? I need to look into Apple M1, like building for Apple M1 and all that stuff, which I got some tips from. Excuse me. Got some. Oh, excuse me. I got some tips from a user on building like universal Mac OS binaries. So that's something I'll have to look into and try to like manage. The thing that kind of caught me about hold on. The thing that kind of caught me about Apple M1 is that you don't have, I thought that you had to have an Apple M1 device in order to build an Apple M1 like binary, like an ARM binary, but apparently you don't. You just need to basically build an ARM binary, and that will work on Apple M1 chips. So that's surprising. That's why I was kind of like, not super interested, not doing a lot of like digging on that, because I'm like, well, I don't have an Apple M1 device. There's no way I'll be able to build an Apple M1 binary. And GitHub does not have one yet, I believe, for GitHub Actions. So I was like, well, it's just not something I can engage with, but it might still be something I can engage with. We'll see. I think this is fixed now. You can't click on menus if you're editing maps, and the menu covers the map. Let's see. Did I ever fix that? See, you're editing. Yeah, you can. That's fixed. Okay. If loading a sound file fails, master plan should inform the user, not silently crash. That's true. Let's see if we can figure out what it should do in this case and fix it. I don't think any of the sound files I have will crash. Master plan, do I have any? I think this one will. There we go. All right, so it crashes here when trying to load it as a new sound. How should we approach this? So if we try to load a new sound and it can't load it, What do we do this as new sound? Okay, I guess we can just do it like this. If sc.sound is no, then do this. We're returning early. Is that safe? Is that a good idea? No sound loaded. No sound loaded. Downloading. No sound loaded. That's if resources nil. Okay, so then. Oh, I see. If resource is not equal to nil, then we do this, and if it can't load, then we set it to nil. Okay, that makes sense. All right, return. That's fine. That's fine. Sound. SCD resource. Okay, so if sound. Okay, I couldn't move the sound. False. I guess we can do it like this. We return a sound and an error. Then we can return nil error. Like this. Return nil error and then return new sound. And then over here we say this error is not equal to nil. Else SE sound is equal to sound. See resource. Okay, so that kind of should do it. I think. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We already know that the alarm sound will load. I guess it's well. We already know that the file is decodable, so we should be able to presume that the alarm sound will load for like timers and things. And this is fine. All right, bonk. Couldn't load as sound resource. Okay, but why though? Let's figure that out. Error. Let's see. Can load resource due to error. That's there we go. Something like this should kind of get us where we're going. Walk. Due to error MP3. MP version 2.5 is not supported. Okay, well that explains at least what the issue is. Couldn't load this as sound resource due to, I guess we could just make a new line there. Something like that. Sound resource due to error. Error MP3. Because it doesn't say error in the thing, it just says MP3 impact 2, yeah, version 2.5 is not supported. So I guess we'll say due to error. Unsupported number of bits per sample due to error. So this should be space. I think what we're gonna do too is we need to tab this line over by this distance so that it looks more consistent. So let's see if we can do that. Actually, that could be here, I think, event log. There we go. Okay, so we're splitting it by new lines, right? Or are we logging? Is this English? May I speak English? Okay. Text output. Okay, so no, we're not. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I think I understand what we need to do here. No, wait, how am I doing this? Let me see, hold on. Okay, so event time is here. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. What we want to do is split the text by new lines. Then for each new line, we want to insert a new line and a break. A new line at the end of the first line of the split text and a break at the beginning of each subsequent line. So something like this. Or really just we could probably just get by with like. No, I don't think we can actually. Yeah. There's no easy way to do this. All right, here's what we're gonna do. There's no easy way to do this, so instead we're just gonna do this. This might be good enough. Completely didn't do anything. It's just one? No, hold on. This is two. Yeah, two lines. Okay. So, if I is greater than 0, then text plus equal. Oh, this is, yeah. Something like that. So I guess we could just do it like this and kind of like, set ourselves up for trouble, but just be responsible about it. be wise. Okay, that kind of works. I'm not sure why there's an extra like grip here. Like, there's just an extra amount of text. I don't know why. Oh, it's because of this. If well, I guess we could just use a t. If I is less than length. This minus 1, delete that. So something like this should kind of get us where we're looking to go. We could probably go for another couple, but even that is enough to kind of like give us some visual, like just professionalism, a modicum of professionalism. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, why does it print it twice? Why does it print it twice? Oh. There you go. That's what the issue was. All right, so I think we got it now. MP3 embed version 2.5 is not supported. Wave unsupported number of bits per sample are supported. Okay, that basically does what it's supposed to do. So it no longer crashes if we feed it a file that it doesn't like, which is good. For sounds. Home or end plus shift to select keys, text using those keys. All right, it's a fine idea, I suppose. Control backspace should also delete the word. So let's do that. Music Boy J Boy says, Konnichiwa. Hello. Welcome. Let's get some different music. I meant to, like, I made this bootleg of Say Less by Laney. Well, Laney's song is Careless, Lany. Their song, his song, Careless. I made this, like, electro bootleg of this. So yeah, just I have to make a YouTube video for it. But I mean, like, it's just a bootleg, so I can't put it on Spotify or anything like that. Like, this is just I wanted to make it because I thought it would be sick, and it is sick. But unfortunately, I have no ability to like upload it anywhere except for maybe SoundCloud. Runjin says, "Yes, mate, these beats get in. It's almost 2 a.m. here, but love your content." Oh, thank you very much for stopping in. Yeah, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So I'll see if I can keep making bootlegs. If I can just keep making bootlegs, and make some bangers. Everybody likes bangers. Sorry about that. I was also taken aback. I was also like, what do I do? It's so loud. Okay. But yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there just because, like, it's music. It's music I made, I suppose. Anyway, back to this. Runyon says, do you have a Discord? Yes. And there's a link to the Discord in the description, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, there's a link to the description and my Patreon and master plan, which is what I'm working on, in the description to this video. So you can check out the software I'm working on, which is a productivity software for mainly game development, and then also the Patreon to support me, and then finally the Discord, where I do basically let people know ahead of time that I'm streaming. But yeah, check it. Feel free to check it out, and thank you very much for asking. I don't do that nearly enough. I don't like tell people on stream like, hey, if you'd like to support me, check out my Discord. I'm not mindful of that. I should be, because that's how you grow your community and people join stuff. All right, so the next thing we were doing here is, oh yeah, text editing. That's what we're gonna do. So let's do that now. This is a text label. So we have label, it's editable. Okay, editable. So we want to be able to control backspace to delete words. We also want to be able to shift home and shift end to select text. Runyon says, arg, mate, the same. I do some small YouTube videos to help teach people GD script, but not wanting to be a YouTuber. Yeah, I feel you. It's like, hopefully I can, if I don't really want to like change my personality for YouTube or anything like that. I want to try to just be like who I am, make the stuff I make, and that's basically it. Like, I'm not really looking to like be, on. I feel like people also kind of, there's some people who appreciate like watching a video and just being like, I'm just watching him, like he's just making the content. It's not a big like deal where it's like, oh, what's up, family? It's like, dude, just chill. Everybody can chill. There's no, everyone relax. Everybody chill. There's, no one's gonna attack you with some sort of advertisement or something for Raid Shadow Legends. It's just like, nah, it's, unless Raid advertises on my video. Alter Ego says, I don't see the point of projecting a persona. It must be exhausting and kill you inside. I mean, I think that it does work. That's why people do it. It works. I think, actors project, right? They project personas for their roles. I think people are used to seeing, like if you're going to a YouTuber who's high energy, you want to see them be high energy. So it's like, if you already have your niche, which is, I make high energy, Maso core YouTube videos where I play I Want to Be the Guy and Kaizo Mario and stuff, and overreact to deaths and scream and screech. That's who I am. Well, I can't really change now, because if I have 700, 800, 1 million, 2 million subscribers, they're expecting me to be that. But I think that you can pivot. I think there's a lot of like successful YouTubers like Markiplier, who they started off being those kinds of people, and then now they're just like kind of more chill adult streamers who are just like, I really like playing Animal Crossing, and it's just like there's nothing like, I mean, Markiplier plays a lot of scary games, but I mean, like, he also just plays games that he likes to play, and it's like, Alter Ego says, I don't think I could. I have one mode, miserable. I think that there's a lot of people out there who would watch somebody who's miserable, because a lot of people are miserable and they want to feel seen. They want to feel like you're going through the same thing that they're going through. So I think you could do it, honestly. I think that like a YouTube channel for people who are depressed, and the YouTube channel is just basically like you know, kind of like a chill stream, you know, just kind of trying to get through the day kind of stream. I think that could be really popular. I think that those channels exist. They're just maybe ASMR channels or like, you know, other like genres, but those kinds of things are things that people who are struggling deal with. I think struggling, you know, appreciate, where it's just like, I can calm down, I can chill, I can decompress by watching this video of this dude put together Lego sets or something, where it's just like, you know, it's not high energy, it's not super exciting, but it's just, you know, nice to, you know, watch a person be even level-headed and just be like, you know, today we're just going to work on this, and just, you know, very quietly and slowly but methodically finish something. I feel like that those kinds of videos work well for people who you know, are tired mentally, emotionally, those things. And along with other videos, other genres, I just feel like there's probably a non-negligible Venn diagram intersect of people who are depressed, you know, angry, sad, whatever, and people, YouTubers who make, like, you know, generally calming content, or content that may not be generally calming as the primary focus, but rather it is a byproduct of what they're doing. So like, you know, gardening videos, or you know, putting together a model, like a Gundam model or something, where it's just like, you know, I feel like there's like ASMR model making videos. That feels like something that must exist. Anyway, I've gotten sidetracked. Let's go ahead and implement this. Let's go ahead and implement this. My bad. Let's see. All right. So if you're holding left control and you press backspace, then backspace. Oh, Aldrigo says, it's been so long since I've seen VS Code light mode. Ah, my eyes. I always forget. Well, not always forget. I forgot to change this back for everyone who's at night, which there is a non-negligible number, so fine. I don't remember which one I was using previously. Is it this one? It was this one. There we go. All right, so thank you. No problem. No problem at all. So I think what we want to do is we probably want to put it in the backspace area, huh? Like it's a combination of left control and left this section and this section. So I guess we can just put it here. If globals.keyboard key. Okay. All right, so if you're holding left control and you press backspace, then we basically want to do this. I'm just trying to think about how we want to do this. This is advanced carry. Start is greater than 0. Yeah, I don't want to copy this code. Just in case I do need to alter it, which I feel like I might need to alter it. So what we'll do, I guess what we'll do is we'll just say minus equals negative start. That's next. Next is the new line. Okay, plus offset. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Caret bat one word. Something like that. So then we go over here and we said advance equals this. Oh, I see. That's why it's -1. That makes more sense. All right. Okay. So let's see if this works perfectly. It should, but let's just make sure it does. Okay. Now, what we want to do is, if we're holding left control when we backspace, we want to delete selected characters. But we also want to, I guess actually we don't need to do this. We can just say globals, or rather, move back one word, and also start, enable that selection. Start, and focus. Enable selection, select. Let's try that. So this might do it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so all right. Yeah, it didn't work. Let's see. Start, end. Start, end. Let's see. -35. Such a carrot position. Start. Let's see. If start is greater than 0 and okay, so it's back offsets 1. So next equals less. Next equals a new line. Oh, from start. How did I do this? Advance equals move label move. Oh, I see. So advance is Right. Okay, that makes sense. So okay, start the plus. So I guess we could just say, yeah, that's fine. Start plus. Let's try something like that. Something like this. We'll see. Something like this. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. It's pretty good. Altrigo says, I'm working currently on a C++ project where I'm writing a 4x4 matrix object designed to encapsulate transformations such as scaling, rotation, and translation. I decided on a design where the matrix struct has static functions to return specific types of transformation matrices. For example, if I wanted a matrix to store translation transformations, I could declare mat4 translation matrix equals mat4 translation xyz. Do you think providing static functions on the struct like this is a good approach? Seems fine. I don't have any real opinion. Essentially, I have no opinion. I don't use C++, so I don't know what's conventional C++ or not. That seems completely fine to say mat4, : : translation, or mat4 : : rotation or scale. It seems fine. I don't have any reason. I don't have any reason to think that it wouldn't be a good idea. The alternative, I assume, would be making functions that do the same thing. They're just global or globally available functions, or I guess package level or file level. So you say import your matrix, library. Or I guess if it's just for the project, then you would just say, new, matrix 4 translation, which is how Go works, which is fine. Like, if you have the ability to do static function declarations, that seems fine. Code aesthetics, otherwise the same as using a procedure called mat4 translate. Yeah. That makes me think, is it possible to make a static variable in Go? Well, I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious. Static type declaration. Oh, that's not static. What's the alternative way to say it? Liam says, hi, Solar. I just thought I'd jump in before going to sleep. Oh, hello. Thank you very much for stopping in. Yeah, definitely appreciated. Welcome. And I hope you get a nice sleep. What's the other word for variables where they're like globally accessible? Not global variable, but static. I guess static class variable is kind of what I'm thinking of. There's no such thing I know in Go, but I'm just wondering what's an alternative. Yeah, global variable. Yeah, okay. I wonder if anyone made a package for this. Let's see. Yeah, guess not. I'm just trying. I'm wondering. I'm just thinking, like, how would I do that if I wanted to do that? Like, if I wanted a static class level variable, like multiple. Let's say you had a game where you have multiple cameras, but only one camera can be active at any given time. How would you do that? You could, of course, have a global variable like this, where you say like active camera, and then make it a pointer to the camera like that. That's fine. Yeah, there's not really any other way to do it. Because any way you try to declare it on the struct, there's no like OOP or like class level, yeah, variables or anything like that. Which is that's fine. I mean, like, you know, it's very rare that you want to use singleton. That's the word I was thinking of. Singleton pattern, singleton. So it's pretty rare that you will want to use a singleton in game development as an example, because that's what I'm used to. Yeah, it's like a singleton pattern or a static class level variable. You know, neither of those. Well, singletons aren't really, you know, anything to do with static class variables, but you can use a singleton, you know, like a static class variables. Those are two different things, but they can kind of be the same thing. You know, in terms of how you use them to accomplish a single purpose. Yeah, like this is just a global singleton, basically. Everyone has access to this one variable. That's fine. I guess that's the only way to do like a static class variable kind of idea. Anyway, I was just curious about thinking that out. This works. In other news, this works. That's cool. Now, someone said something about like you can press home. I don't have home. I don't have home or end on this keyboard. I have page up, page down, insert, and delete. So what we'll do... No, wait, this is page up, page down. Is this... This might be actually home and end. Maybe? Let's see. What am I looking for? XCD? What is the keyboard thing? Forgot. Is that XED? Is it XEV? Okay. Okay, so these are home and end, if without numpad on. All right, understood. All right, so then we can test it with this. So that's home, I guess. This is end. So you hold control, it takes you to the top and bottom. Without control, it just pushes you to the end, beginning and end. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, it doesn't do anything for me. Let's see, home. I'm guessing that you probably want something like this. I don't know what AC stands for. What is AC home? AC home? AC home? The home key, application control keypad. I mean, is that? Oh, I think I see what they mean. Yeah, I think I see. Maybe? Let me see here. What are these keys I'm pressing? Like, why is it not doing anything? Let's see. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Event.keysim.sim. Scan code. Okay. Okay, that's right. 9589. 9589. So whether... Huh. Okay, so... So this won't... I can't test this using the current situation. Because whether numlock is on or not, it doesn't see the key as any different. Basically, with numlock on, it sees it as a 7. Without numlock on, it still sees it as a 7, but it's not giving me the text, which is fine. We would rather see it as a home, but it doesn't do that. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I might be able to reassign keys on my keyboard. No, not here. How would I do that? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, still it's the same key. Okay. Again, like, it'd be cool if I could press this to send the signal, but I can't. Or can I? I guess I don't need to do anything special. I can just literally like force the key, right? Like I can just say if event.key sim is equal to SDL k. Why is this? All right, yeah, we can just do something like this, just to make it so that we can test this. So if we press 0, it basically sees as home. Sees home. So 0, 0. There we go. The home takes us all the way to the beginning. Okay. So here you have to hold control. So that's why I guess what I'm trying to do basically is understand kind of the difference between what people might expect and what how you know master plan works. So maybe we should jump to the beginning of the line, but is there not a key combo to do that? That's an interesting problem. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to change this yet. It works the way it does, and I'm not sure if I want it to work the way it does or if I want to change it. Because it's like the current incarnation is you press home and it jumps to the beginning of the line in VS Code. And if you hold control and press home, it jumps to the beginning of the file. But this is a file code editor. Like this is a code editor for an entire file. Master plan, you're just putting notes down, so doesn't it make more sense for it to work the way it currently does? So you can't hold shift and press home. Okay, well let's fix that. Let's fix that. Yeah, we'll fix that here. This is a decision. So I guess next. Something like that should kind of get us where we want to go. Kind of, little bit, little bit should kind of get us where we want to go. Let's see. Let's see, hold on. It's not so close. Yeah, it's not selecting. Oh, whoops. It's supposed to be health. Excuse me. Alright, it's working. But we need the carrot to move along. We'll just script this here real quick. All right, so this should kind of get us where we want to go here again, yet again. All right. All right, so that works. Now let's try in, make sure that that's working. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah. Very cool. So that also works. So we're good to go. All right, that's been resolved. What else? We're kind of making some progress here. Figure out what to do if paste text is super large and the GPU can't generate a texture for it. Capping the cards to some logical number and using scroll bars seems like it might be the solution. Yeah, that's something I need to fix. Basically, if the text is like super duper long, master plan will just like, it will probably crash. No, it probably won't crash. It'll probably just make a card that's just big, but you won't be able to see the rest of the text. So the solution to this, I'm not sure, but I feel like the solution to this might be to make text rendering, basically make a texture in memory, in CPU memory, and then convert that texture to a texture dynamically. But I don't want to have to do that. That's a lot of work. So we'll figure out what to do with that later. I genuinely am not sure. Could be cool to have spreadsheet support to represent spreadsheets in master plan as a table. Let's see if we could. I'm just gonna take a quick look. Does Golang have anything for reading spreadsheets? I'm gonna assume they do. Like surely they must. Reading and writing spreadsheet files on Google Docs. Oh, well. That's not quite what we're looking for. Excel eyes. Okay, for reading and writing Excel files, Excel spreadsheets. So it's only Excel. It's only Excel. I mean, like, yeah, I was gonna say, what is this? Is ODS? Is that the file format? I think it's ODS spreadsheets. I don't know the file format, but it's not Excel. It's not just Excel. So we would rather have the option to read multiple formats, not just XLSX formats. But that might be the best we can do. Okay, so ODF, basic read-only access. It's easy to convert a table to a thing of strings. Okay, well that kind of works actually. That's all we would really need if we wanted to do this. That's an idea. So we know that these exist. I'm gonna star this and star that. We don't need to write to the spreadsheet necessarily. We just need to be able to represent them in master plan. Although it'd be cool if you could write to it. No. Well, maybe. I don't. Hold on. Can we? Add chart to spreadsheet file. Oh, I mean, if it does work. Okay. So these are adding these things to the spreadsheet file, but obviously this isn't representing that data. Okay. Okay. So we might go with this because I feel like it would be a cool feature to be able to like drop a spreadsheet in an XLSX or whatever, and have it be visualized in master plan. And even more cool if you could edit the spreadsheet in master plan and save master plan, and it would save the spreadsheet as well. So you could like, you know, kind of make some adjustments. But at the same time, that also feels like it would be opening you up to some dangerous situations where it's like you make an edit on your spreadsheet from master plan, and then it just like completely shreds your spreadsheet or something. So I don't know about writing, but reading is definitely something that I think we could manage. What is this? Float string error. Oh. Well, that was Jimmy Neutron for a second. I was like, what's he doing here? Jimmy. Thought I got away from you. Okay. All right, so we made some progress here. We made some progress. We did some stuff. Still have more things. Wait, disable icons. Oh, someone asked to have the option to disable icons on cards. I'm not sure if I'll implement that, honestly, because I don't know. I mean, I guess I could make it so that if, yeah, these are not there. I mean, obviously the checkbox button is necessary. There's no way to, you would have no way to change the checkbox if it didn't have a checkbox here. So I guess it would just be they were just talking about these icons essentially, which I can get behind a little bit, but not like super hard. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, I think this is okay for now. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm gonna cut the stream a little early. I'm trying to stream more, so in order to get myself into that, I'm trying to not stream for as long. I feel like that's a better setup for most people, because not everyone can make 2 streams a week. It might be better if I stream 3 or 4 times a week if possible, and then rather than streaming for 4 hours, I just stream for an hour and a half or something, where it's not so like extremely difficult to deal with, where I'm just like dying at the end. So in any case, I think I'm done for now. I'll probably pick this up on Saturday. I'll probably do another stream on Saturday, and try to make it 2, 3, 4 times a week. Well, not 2, I guess, but maybe try to hit 3 or 4 times a week, and just stream for an hour and a half. More maybe, but it doesn't have to be, and not feel so stressed about it. So anyway, thank you very much for stopping in. Definitely appreciate it. If you want to support development and everything, please check out the links in the description. Patreon, and you can purchase Master Plan to help you with planning your game, projects, anything that's really large or long-standing, like art commissions, things like that. Discord link is in the video description as well. And yeah, hopefully I'll get another update for Master Plan out this week as well, to add some of these fixes, and a couple of new features into public usage. So thank you very much for stopping in. Definitely appreciate it, and I'll have to catch you guys on the flip side next time with more game development and stuff. Let's just keep it going. All right, catch you later, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.